It had been about a month since my mother caught me wearing one of her outfits for work. Although that day will remain one of the happiest of my life, things had been pretty awkward since. It's not that my mom is causing the awkwardness. She's been super supportive since she found out about my secret. I honestly couldn't have imagined a more positive reaction. I honestly thought she'd be mortified. It's me that's the problem. That night, once I'd got undressed and I resumed being me and not my mother, I felt just plain weird. If I'm honest, I felt kinda dirty, like I was disgusted with myself for wanting to wear her stuff. It's hard to explain. I could tell my mom was noticing my sour mood. She'd tried to engage me in conversation about my cross-dressing several times. Every time she did, I either made an excuse to leave or just outright ignored her. She'd even tried catching me out by coming home early some nights. I knew she was only trying to help, so I feel awful about it. I just really didn't want to talk about it. I knew my mind was a mess when I started throwing away my secret collection of female clothing. It was almost sad throwing away the red dress that I had worked so hard to purchase, but I just felt weird knowing it was in there. Waking up this morning, on what happens to be Christmas Day, I'm still feeling pretty sad. This is the first one without Dad. Mom had always remained so strong throughout their divorce. It's one of the reasons I admire her so much. The way I'm feeling at the moment makes me wish I was strong, like her. Slipping on my slippers, I let out a long yawn and rubbed my eyes. I knew money was tight this year, so I wasn't expecting any presents. In fact, I hadn't asked for any at all. It wasn't going to be a good Christmas at all. "Morning, sweetie!" Mom cheers with a big smile as I enter the kitchen like a zombie. "Do you want some toast before we open our presents?" "Nah," I reply with a melancholy. "Wait, presents?" I continue, surprised. "Shall we go straight into the family room, then?" she says deviously, with a smug expression. "Sure thing," I answer with a hint of joy. Clapping her hands together, she skips towards the family room. I hadn't seen her looking so excited in ages. It brought a smile to my face. Opening the door, like she's opening the door to Narnia, she ushers me through. I instantly spot several presents sitting under the tree. Expecting nothing this year, I was shocked. I point at the tree and turn to face her. "Are you serious?" I cry out, as childhood feelings of excitement begin to bubble to the surface. "Are these all for me?" Smirking, Mom bites her lips and quickly nods her head in agreement. Moving quickly around me, she picks up a beautifully wrapped box-shaped present and holds it out to me. "I really want you to open this one first," she insists, as she thrusts the box into my hands. "I know this year has been hard, honey. Merry Christmas." Taking the box into my hands, I couldn't help but look at her with surprise. With a big grin on my face, I sit down on the sofa and start unwrapping it. With a quick tear here and there, I soon get the wrapping paper off. As the boring brown box beneath the paper is revealed, I give my mom a suspect look. Flinging the lid across the room, I look down into the box. Inside was a super glossy, long black wig. "Mom!" I gushed as I pulled the wig from the box and hold it up. "It's a real human hair one," Mom explains as she sits next to me on the sofa. "I hope you like the style." "Do we have the money for this?" I query, turning to look at her with worry. "These aren't cheap." "You let me worry about that," she says with a big grin. "I hope you don't mind. I saw you looking at this one on your phone the other day." I didn't know what to say back. I wasn't even mad that she had been spying. This was the exact style and color I wanted. "I love it!" I exclaim as I run my fingers through the soft, glossy strands. "Can I try it on now?" Not expecting tears to start streaming down her face, I look at her, really worried. "What's the matter, Mom?" I ask, concerned. "I'm just so happy you like it," she replies with a croak. "I was really worried you wouldn't, and you'd be upset at me for buying it for you." Placing the wig gently back in the box, I lean over to her and rest the side of my head against her shoulder. "Don't be silly, Mom, I love it!" I cheer as she wraps her arms around my shoulders. "I'm just worried you've spent too much money on it when I've got no clothes to wear with it anymore." "Oh, right," Mom replies with a sniff. "You threw your stuff away, didn't you?" Bowing my head with embarrassment, I could feel the awkwardness coming back. I can't believe she saw me chuck that stuff away. "Don't worry," Mom giggles as she stands up, reaches for another present, and hands it to me. "Open it!" Giving her another suspect look, I quickly remove the wrapping. "No way!" I gleefully cheer. "This is the black cocktail dress I was looking at." Biting her lip again, she smirks. "Yep," she quickly replies. "I was thinking you could wear that today. What do you think?" Holding the soft but tight-looking dress up, I look over at my mother's excited expression. I had to be honest with myself. I couldn't wait to try it on. The urges had come flooding back. "Can I?" I ask, bouncing in my seat. "That would be so amazing!" "Wait!" Mom cries, as I jump out of my seat and start heading toward my room to get changed. "I've got 2 more gifts for you." Sitting back in my seat, she hands me 3 more gifts. The first gift is a brand new matching underwear set. The second is a pair of black high heels. "I thought it would be best," Mom says as she points at the matching underwear, "that we should have our own. I don't mind you borrowing my clothes, but underwear should be separate." Blushing a little, I throw my arms out to embrace her. With tears appearing in her eyes once more, she hugs me super tight. Once we'd finished hugging, I grabbed my gifts and rushed upstairs to my room. Almost ripping my pajamas off, I quickly got myself into the matching underwear set. Super pleased with how well they fit me, I could feel my heart beating like crazy. I hadn't felt this happy since the day she caught me. Unzipping the dress and stepping into it, I pull it up onto my shoulders. Extremely pleased with how it sucked in my waist, I zipped it back up and posed into my mirror. The dress was just how I imagined it, perfectly fitting around my shoulders and giving me that hourglass figure I desired. Gently slipping on the heels, I stand tall and strike a feminine pose into the mirror. "Wow!" Mom's voice squeaks from in the doorway, making me jump. "You look great! Does your mom have great gifts or what?" With a blushing smile, I give her a wide grin. "Mom!" I gush as tears well up in my eyes. "Thank you for this! I can't believe how well this dress fits me." "I know, right?" she answers. "You want me to help with the wig and your makeup?" "Please," I reply bashfully, as I blush even more. Going into her room and sitting in front of her vanity mirror, it doesn't take my mom long to have the wig brushed and styled to perfection. I loved the way the wig feels as it cascades down my face and back. The feeling of the long strands tickling my neck and exposed skin was amazing. "Does it suit me, Mom?" I ask, brushing aside strands of hair to look at my reflection. "Baby," she answers as she starts applying foundation to my face. "I'm so proud of you." "Huh?" I reply, confused. Concentrating on gathering the makeup she needs, Mom doesn't answer. Moving my eyes, she starts applying eyeshadow and mascara. Why are you proud? I question, as she gently brushes, allowing my eyelids. I thought you were going to hide away from your true self, she explains, as she coats my eyelashes. I didn't know how you were going to react to me buying you this girly stuff. I thought you'd be embarrassed and angry with me. I'm so sorry, I say, lowering my head. I just don't know how to feel. Pout for me, Mom replies as she gently lifts my face. This shade of lipstick will look nice on you. As she finishes my makeup, I stare into the reflection of the mirror. A young woman stares back at me. Mom leans down and puts her face next to mine. Looking at me through the reflection in the mirror, she smiles. I can't pretend to understand how you feel, she tells me. Whoever you want to be, I will stand by you completely. I just want you to be happy. You're the best, Mom, I exclaim with a wide-eyed grin. Merry Christmas, Paul, she replies, then kisses me gently on the cheek.